On the planet of Kalos Alpha, in the Ruka sector, a lone alien shapeshifter with a native, sinister aesthetic called Orai, from a liquid species known as the Elopos, slowly woke in a dark, ominous, and eerie alleyway in a capital city named Krakor, known for its neon-lit and exciting look. His kind, wherever they are now, abandoned him on the planet as a way for him and others like him to discover new regions of space. But it was up to him to reach out and make his way back home, hopefully from a position of influence. As he grew from a young, founding-like youngster to adulthood, he came across numerous people in his young life, many whom bullied and abused him, not knowing what he was or what he was capable of. As he learned about his shapeshifting abilities, he decided he could use them to gain stature in the political and social systems of the planet he found himself on. And that is exactly what he decided to do, remaining hidden in the shadows and pretending to be people of power. The one thing missing was finding a way to regenerate himself and his abilities every night. This was engineered into his genetic code, so he knew he needed to find a way to do it. Otherwise, he would become ill and weak. Over the years, he found ways to regenerate, sometimes using pieces of technology, or within pools of water and mud. And sometimes he regenerated on the floor after finding a safe spot where he wouldn't be disturbed. But he needed something more permanent, to return to his natural state. This was another reason why he wanted to up his station in society. Orai navigated the treacherous political landscape of Kalos Alpha, each step taken with the calculated precision of a creature driven by the instinct to survive. His desperate quest for a regenerative energy source had led him down a dark path, one that entwined him in the twisted corridors of power. In his humanoid form, Orai seamlessly blended into the elite circles of Kalos Alpha, emulating politicians after killing the originals and climbing the political ladder. His current guise was Minister Zara Renas, a charismatic figure known for his persuasive rhetoric and cunning strategies. As Minister of Clandestine Operations, Orai wielded unprecedented influence over the clandestine and spying affairs of the planet. One evening, as the blood-red sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows across the cityscape, Orai met with High Commander Vortan Draxus in the dimly lit chambers of the governmental palace.
"Minister Renas,"
Draxus intoned, his voice resonating with authority.
"I trust that your operations are proceeding according to plan."
Orai nodded, the mask of Zara Renas concealing the alien hunger beneath.
"Indeed, High Commander. Our spies have infiltrated key sectors, and our influence is expanding both on the planet and in the wider system. The seeds of discord are planted, awaiting only the right moment to bloom."
Draxus leaned back on his ornate chair, his eyes narrowing.
"I have sensed a disturbance, Renas. The people are growing restless. Ensure your operations remain discreet, or we risk destabilizing the delicate balance we've established in our society."
Orai's hollow eyes glinted with a sinister glimmer.
"Rest assured, High Commander, my methods may be unorthodox, but they are effective. Soon, our enemies will crumble, and the outer systems will be under our complete governmental control."
The High Commander nodded, dismissing Orai with a wave of his hand. As the alien exited the chamber, Orai reveled in the power he wielded over the political landscape. Yet, the hunger within him persisted, an insatiable force that whispered in the recesses of his mind. In the depths of the palace, where the shadows clung like tendrils, Orai clandestinely visited the cells of political prisoners. Disguised as a prison guard, he drained the life force from his victims and propelled liquid from his body to make clones to act like the originals. Their essence fueling his relentless quest for survival, The cold, metallic echoes of their fading breaths reverberated through the dim corridors. As Urai's influence expanded, so did the whispers of dissent. A clandestine resistance formed on the planet, determined to unmask the puppeteer orchestrating the chaos. The whispers reached the ears of a seasoned investigator, Agent Karina Kane, known for her keen intellect and unyielding determination. Kane, suspicious of the Minister of Clandestine Operations, delved into the shadows, piecing together the fragments of a puzzle that pointed to an evil entity manipulating Kalos Alpha's political elite from within, resulting in planetary instability, as well as the realization they were disturbing the solar system as well. Her pursuit led her to twisted secret meetings, coded messages, and the mysterious disappearances of key dissenting figures. One fateful night, Kane confronted Urai in the depths of the palace, the truth hanging in the air like a blade ready to strike. "Minister Renas, your reign of deception ends now," she declared, her blaster trained on the shapeshifter. Urai, caught off guard, shifted between forms in a desperate attempt to escape.
"You know nothing, Agent Kane. I am the architect of Kalos Alpha's destiny."
The ensuing struggle echoed through the cavernous halls as Kane fought to expose the loner Lopos shapeshifter. In a final confrontation, she managed to wound Urai, revealing his true, massive liquefied form beneath the veneer of Minister Zara Renas. The High Commander, alerted to the chaos, arrived to witness the revelation.
"Urai!"
he spat, his voice laden with betrayal.
"You dare manipulate me and deceive the entire planet, as well as the solar system with your shape-shifting nastiness?"
Urai, weakened but defiant, hissed,
"I did what was necessary to survive. This world is a cesspool of weakness, and I—"
Before he could finish, Kane fired a shot, incapacitating Urai. The High Commander, seething with rage, ordered his immediate imprisonment. The alien shapeshifter, once the puppeteer of chaos, now faced the consequences of his insidious actions. In the aftermath, Kalos Alpha began the arduous process of normalizing. The Resistance, hailed as heroes, helped restore order and mend the wounds inflicted by Urai's political machinations. The High Commander, still lying about his involvement, implemented menial reforms to make it look as though a threat would never arise again. Even though he was in on it, he had to be seen as part of the solution for his political career. But as the planet slowly recovered, a chilling epilogue unfolded in the shadows. Two members of Urai's race, drawn by the echoed markers of their kin's desperate actions, arrived on Kalos Alpha in secret. Disgusted by the perceived weakness of the local population, they initiated their own version of terror. The pair, bearing the same shape-shifting abilities as Urai, infiltrated key positions, perpetuating the horror left in the wake of their imprisoned comrade. The shadows that had briefly lifted over Kalos Alpha descended once more, as the unspeakable deeds of the alien invaders began anew, perpetuating a cycle of horror that seemed unending. As the two members of Urai's race continued their despicable reign on Kalos Alpha, the planet plunged deeper into chaos. The twisted echoes of their deeds reverberated through the once recovering society, leaving a trail of devastation in their wake. Unbeknownst to the citizens and the High Commander, the arrival of these new shapeshifters bore a sinister plot twist. The duo, Vexan and Zyra, harbored a secret agenda, not only to feed on the life force of the local population to empower themselves, but to harness their shapeshifting abilities and destroy the planet from within. The duo, fueled by a dark purpose, used their shapeshifting abilities to manipulate the minds of Kalos Alpha's citizens. Illusions and hallucinations plagued the populace, driving them to the brink of madness. Vexan and Zyra loved the torment they inflicted, finding it enjoyable, feeding off the emotional turmoil as much as the life force they drained. Agent Karina Kane, still haunted by the memories of her confrontation with Ori, sensed a new malevolence spreading, but was unsure where it was coming from. Back into the twisted labyrinth of the shapeshifter's dealings, she uncovered a deeper, more evil plot. The psychic energy harvested by Vexan and Zyra fueled a dark ritual, a cosmic summoning that threatened to unleash a force beyond comprehension. Kane, driven by a relentless sense of duty as an investigator, saw allies among the remnants of the planet's resistance to spying operations on the planet. Between them, they pieced together the fragments of a chilling revelation. The shapeshifters intended to open a mini black hole that would cause Kalos Alpha to be relocated to a different part of the galaxy. Right next to the Alopos homeworld, this would give the Alopos easy access to destroy the Kalos Alpha population, but enable the whole Alopos citizenship to participate in its long-term destruction. The Resistance, guided by Kane's unwavering determination, launched a desperate counteroffensive against Vexan and Zyra, who had created duplicate Alopos to fight as clones. As battles raged across Kalos Alpha in multiple provinces, the planet collapsed into a war of survival, hated factions banding together to help protect the planet. Illusions distorted the landscape, and the populace, caught in a nightmarish trance, became unwitting pawns in the shapeshifter's devious plans. In the midst of the chaos, the High Commander, still reeling from the betrayal by Uri, found himself ensnared in the web of the dark ritual. Vexan and Zyra, masquerading as trusted advisors, whispered dark promises into his ears, clouding his judgment and amplifying his darkest fears. Uri, imprisoned and weakened, watched from his cell as the events unfolded. His initial plans had unraveled, but a twisted satisfaction lingered as the chaos he had sown evolved into a catastrophic crescendo. The arrival of his kin, driven by an even darker approach, showcased the true nature of his species. In a climactic confrontation, Kane faced off against Vexan and Zyra within the corrupted halls of the governmental palace. The air crackled with weapons energy as illusions warped the environment, challenging Kane's sanity. The shapeshifters, their true liquid forms revealed in the heat of battle, morphed into grotesque globs of goo, their evil laughter echoing through the manicness.
"You cannot comprehend the forces at play, Kane,"
Vexan sneered, his form contorting into scary shapes.
"Our race feeds on the suffering of worlds, and you took one of our own, and so Kalos Alpha shall be our number one target."
Despite the overwhelming odds, Kane, fueled by a determination born of bitter experience, plus, with Kalos Alpha armed forces joining the fight, unleashed a surge of energy. The battle reached fever pitch, as reality itself seemed to tear apart. The Resistance, fighting valiantly on the outskirts of the palace, struggled to hold back the vicious and horrifying entities clawing at the frayed edges of existence. Amidst the chaos, the imprisoned Uri, weakened but not defeated, seized a moment of opportunity. Using the remnants of his shape-shifting abilities, he escaped confinement. A dark resolve burned in his hollow eyes. Whether survival or revenge, he was determined to play a part in the unraveling destiny of Kalos Alpha. As the ritual approached its climax, the ground trembled and a surreal aura enveloped the palace. Kane pushed to her limits, unleashed a surge of weapons fire, aimed at disrupting the dark energies fueling the cosmic summoning. The High Commander, momentarily freed from the shapeshifter's influence, faced a choice: succumb to the darkness or join the Resistance in a last-ditch effort to save their world. In a desperate act of defiance, Cain's onslaught disrupted the dark ritual. Reality quivered on the edge of oblivion, the nightmarish entities, clawing at the fabric of space and time, recoiled. Their cosmic influence started to wane. The surviving members of the Resistance, rallied by Cain, fought back against Vexan and Zyra. In a moment of unity, they combined their strengths, channeling a surge of fiery energy that overwhelmed the shapeshifters. The vengeful duo writhed in agony as the energetic backlash seared through their forms. The High Commander, torn between redemption and damnation, made a final choice. With a resolute nod to Cain, he joined the Resistance, embracing the hope that had flickered in the darkest corners of his soul. In the aftermath, as the twisted remnants of the dark ritual dissipated, reality stabilized. Kalos Alpha, scarred and battered, emerged from the brink of annihilation. The surviving citizens, freed from the shapeshifter's influence, began the arduous task of rebuilding. However, in the shadows of the ruins, Uri emerged, a sinister grin etched on his face. The chaos may have subsided, but a new chapter unfolded, one where the true intentions of his species remained shrouded in darkness. As the survivors sought to heal, another chilling epilogue awaited them. High above the recovering planet, two figures descended from the cosmic void, members of Uri's race, drawn by the echoes of the failed ritual, arrived to reclaim their fallen comrade. Uri, now free and aligned with his kin, revealed the depths of his manipulation. Together, the alien shapeshifters unleashed a horrifying onslaught upon Kalos Alpha. Unspeakable things were done to the local population. A macabre symphony echoing the twisted desires of an alien race that thrived on suffering. The survivors, unaware of the impending horror, rejoiced in their newfound freedom. Little did they know that the shadows that clung to their world harbored an even darker truth, one that would plunge Kalos Alpha into a perpetual night of terror, with Uri and his kin reigning supreme. The once recovering Kalos Alpha found itself ensnared in a nightmarish web of horror orchestrated by Uri and his kin. Unspeakable acts unfolded in the shadows as the survivors, oblivious to the impending darkness, celebrated their newfound freedom. High above the planet, where cosmic energy still lingered, a rift opened, a gateway to realms unknown. Uri, his form shifting between grotesque shapes, surveyed the chaos below. His hollow eyes glinted with a sinister satisfaction, a testament to the twisted power he now wielded. Beside him, his kin, Vexan and Zyra, reveled in the impending carnage. The surviving resistance, unknowingly celebrating their apparent victory, continued their efforts to rebuild. Agent Karina Kane, haunted by the echoes of her past encounters, sensed a lingering darkness, but remained unaware of the true depths of Uri's evil. In the darkest corners of Kalos Alpha, where the shadows clung like tendrils, the surviving citizens felt an unsettling chill. Whispers of an impending doom reached their ears, and a foreboding sense of unease settled over the recovering world. As the rift above Kalos Alpha widened, a cosmic storm brewed, heralding an era where the boundaries between the known and the unknown blurred into an abyss of eternal darkness. The survivors, caught in the crossfire of cosmic machinations, faced an uncertain future, their world hanging in the balance between salvation and annihilation. Uri and his kin, fueled by the twisted desires of their alien race, stood ready to unleash a wave of terror that would reshape Kalos Alpha in their own image. The echoes of suffering and despair intertwined with the cosmic energies, creating a symphony of evil that reverberated through the very fabric of reality. Suddenly, a mysterious figure emerged from the shadows. An ancient being, adorned with cosmic insignias, materialized before Uri and his kin. The air crackled with an otherworldly presence as the figure spoke, its voice resonating with an authority that transcended the mortal realm.
Uri, Vexen, Zyra,
the cosmic being intoned.
Your insidious actions have drawn the attention of the cosmic balance. Your species, a plague on the galaxy, shall be contained.
Uri hissed defiantly, his form contorting in protest.
We are the architects of chaos, the conduits of suffering. No force can defy our existence.
The cosmic being raised a hand, and the rift above Kalos Alpha began to close. As the cosmic storm subsided, energies waned, weakening Uri and his kin. The survivors below, caught in the aftermath, witnessed a glimmer of hope.
You are a cancer upon the cosmos,
the cosmic being declared.
Your reign of terror ends here.
With a cosmic gesture, the figure banished Uri and his kin to a dimension beyond the reach of Kalos Alpha. The rift sealed, leaving only an eerie silence in its wake. The surviving citizens, still grappling with the aftermath, felt a palpable shift in the air, a respite from the cosmic storm that had threatened to consume them. Agent Karina Kane, who had unknowingly stood at the center of this cosmic struggle, gazed into the void left by the departing shapeshifters. The cosmic being turned towards her, its gaze piercing through the fabric of the space-time continuum.
Guardian of Kalos Alpha,
the figure addressed Kane.
You have been chosen to safeguard this world from the encroaching darkness. Beware the echoes of the shapeshifter plague, for their despicableness and dominion spans galaxies.
As the cosmic being faded into the cosmic tapestry, leaving Kalos Alpha to rebuild once more, Kane understood the weight of her responsibility. The shadows of the shapeshifters lingered in the galaxy, a reminder that the battle against their insidious influence had only just begun. The survivors, now faced with the daunting task of rebuilding their shattered world, vowed to remain vigilant. The tale of Kalos Alpha became a mystic legend, echoing across the cosmos as a warning against the shapeshifter species, a plague that threatened to consume entire galaxies. And so, the survivors embarked on a new chapter, forever aware that the shadows of Uri and his kin loomed on the cosmic horizon. The cosmic being's words echoed in their hearts, a solemn reminder that the battle against the Elopos was not confined to Kalos Alpha alone, but stretched across the vast expanse of the universe. Hey everyone, how's it going? We're going completely unscripted here because, well, why not? As per usual, if you like what you see, feel free to hit that like button. It really does tell YouTube to actually, find more people, and hopefully they'll click on it as well. So the more you like it, the better it's going to be all round for other fans of this genre of storytelling. Also, if you like the channel as a whole, feel free to subscribe to it. Thank you very much for watching. If you have any other questions, let me know. But for now, that's a wrap. See you soon.